Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 3v3 match on the map Open Warfare. I'm starting in the bottom right position, playing as the Allies. So for those of you who don't know about this map, it's quite a good map in terms of gems and ore. There's plenty of it, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue running out of that, unless it's a very long game, in which case I guess it's an issue on all maps. And you've sort of like got, I know it says Open Warfare, but the map's sort of like split into different compartments, and there are a lot of bottlenecks in this game. So if you do defend the bottlenecks well, you can sort of gain an advantage and get good trade-ins. And what you can see is immediately I'm sending troops up to my allies, because I've got two allies that are in the middle of the map. And obviously I'm going to need to help them early on, because otherwise they'd be fighting with 3 people by themselves. So what you can see is I'm just getting some visibility, and you can see my allies have already gone to the major points with the troops, and that's really good because what they're doing is they're preventing enemy scouts from getting into the base. And I'm just going to be building up at the back and making sure I get a strong economy and be able to send troops through to support. And you can see Orange getting a little troop in there. Red had left one of the little doors open. But now he's got a flamethrower in there, and that's going to take care of that. And I'm just having a little look at the moment at what's happening on my base. I've just redirected that ore truck. And you can see I'm expanding to that next ore patch to the right of my base. And that's just to make sure that I don't use up all the ore too quickly. So I like to spread my ore trucks over different ore patches. And just having a look here, sometimes what you can do if you want to is destroy the bridges, and you can see that bridge has been left a little bit open now, since we had that orange troop coming in earlier. So yeah, just doing a little bit of a check here, and I'm going to get my second war factory down, second ore refinery down. And now you can see I'm bringing medium tanks up to this gap. You can see Cyan with light tanks, and the fight has started. Cyan does have a lot of infantry, and I'm going to try and take out those first, because those infantry can make a big difference in these early battles. But you can see Cyan with great numbers of light tanks, and Red coming in to help, so that's a big help. He's got a couple of heavy tanks which are very powerful. You can see Cyan moving his tanks around, trying to reduce the damage as much as possible. And now I've got that war factory down. I'm going to be building some more ore trucks to help the economy while still building tanks. And you can see Cyan pulling back now. He sees greens coming in as well. And that's the thing, if you do these early attacks, you can't be expected to be attacked by multiple opponents, multiple opponents defending. And now we're going to push forwards. You can see our medium tanks are about the same number of the light tanks, but our medium tanks are stronger. And Cyan is losing a lot. And it's looking like we're going to be able to push through. What I'm going to do is get rid of the tanks, get them to really low numbers, and then I'm going to start going for buildings. And now you can see Cyan transitioning to those medium tanks. But he just doesn't have the numbers, and I've just got the advantage. And you can see all of his tanks are down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into his base, take out a power plant. I'm probably going to take out his construction yard. So it's on, yeah, there's no way he can defend. He has nothing to defend at all. And now let's go for the war factory. And you can see at my base, Orange has attacked me. So this was unexpected since I was at the back of the base. But Orange has launched a surprise attack. And he's got my construction yard. He's going for the war factories. And any war factories that go down, they cannot be rebuilt. As I don't have a construction yard anymore. And I didn't build a service depot. And you can see he's done a lot of damage. We'll have to see what does he go for next. Is he going to go for the ore refinery? He's going for the barracks. That's probably preferable actually to the ore refinery. And now his tank numbers are too low. I don't think he's going to be able to destroy anything else. So I'm going to have to be really careful now, because every building I lose, I cannot rebuild. But we can see that Cyan doesn't have a construction yard, so he's hurt a bit. He can't build any more war factories, and any buildings he loses are also in the same position. We can see Eric, playing as the Orange, has gone with some paratroopers, and they've managed to destroy one of my power plants. So it puts me on low power, so my building speed is going to be very, very slow. I've only got one war factory left and low power. And now I'm just having a look around. I'm just getting a little bit more visibility, so hopefully I can see what's incoming. I'll have a bit more warning time maybe, but I'll just have to be very vigilant. And you can see there Cyan fighting the bases, but he's just overwhelmed by the number of tanks they've got. And you can see that Blue is going for an attack on Green's base from the right. So I'm going to have to go and help defend this because Green tanks and units are a bit out of position. It looks like that construction yard is going to go down, unfortunately. And now the fight ensues. It looks like we have better numbers, but what depends is how much damage can Blue do. And the main buildings seem to be intact at least. And you can see we're managing to get the upper hand here, and Blue's having to retreat. But I think he's lost another war factory as well, so our team are going down. And just in the meantime, we can see that this was what happening when I was having that fight with Blue, with Green. And you can see that Cyan was retreating. The thing is, Cyan's been sending all his tanks in to fight, and sometimes when that happens, what you get is you get the effect where you have no tanks left. And you can see that this is what's sort of happened now. So Red's going into Cyan's base, but Cyan has used all his tanks for attacking, and he's not ready for the counter. So you can see Red getting a good counter here. And but you can see the Orange, while Red's countering, Orange is coming to the back of Red's base. And you can see Red going in, and you can see that power plant being sold off. But Red's base is getting destroyed, and he's going to have to pull back. So Cyan's still got a couple of buildings left. And this is back to my game view. So yeah, I sort of saw what was happening here. So this was where we left off. And then immediately, this was just after Blue had retreated. So I'm going to be sending my troops over to help Red, because Red doesn't have the units at the moment at his base to defend this. You can see him bringing everything back. And now I'm just bringing my tanks in. And you can see our tank numbers are much greater. You can see that Tesla coil doing excellent work at the top there. Getting that. And that Tesla coil is in a good position. It's just at the other end of a bottleneck, so it can like hit any tanks filtering through. It's got a wall just to help for protection. So if you're going to place a Tesla coil, that's probably how you want to do it. And now we're going to be going up to the top left of the map. No doubt where Eric's main base is. And we know, one thing I know about Eric is he does like to go multi-MCV. So we'll have to see if he's done any of that this game. And you can see him with the ore trucks and tanks here. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go for his economy. So we're taking one ore truck down, and are we going to get a second? Yep. And we're going to go for the third right now. But you can see his tanks are coming in, so we're going to focus on them for now and get that Tesla coil out of the way. And now it's just a case of destroying his base, because you can see it doesn't look like he has the tank numbers to defend. And you can see Red also attacking the other part of his base. But if we go back to my base, you can see that Eric's got a multi-MCV there. And you can see him going for that, and he's got another Tesla coil. And I make this decision here. It would take me so long to get back to my base that my base would probably be destroyed by the time I got there. So probably the best thing to do now is push forward, do as much damage, and leave it to my allies to fight it out. If we can clear the top of the map, then it should be easy enough just destroying Eric's remaining Tesla coils in the bottom of the map. So you can see we're going through. We've managed to destroy most of Eric's main base, but you can see he's also got another set-up base in the top middle position. So we're just going to be pushing over through with Red and across. And you can see Cyan's got just a few buildings left. That war factory must be producing really, really slowly though, because he doesn't have any power plants. You can see he's got a medium tank there. But what we're going to do is we're just going to clear up the rest of his buildings. And you can see Eric moving that MCV away as we engulf the base at the top of the map. And you can see Cyan sold out, and Cyan is now officially out of the game. Now the big question is, how much does Blue have to defend? But it looks like he's busy with Green, so let's see how much we can destroy. We're going for his ore refinery first, and we'll have to see where his construction yard is. So we're going to take that out as well. And his construction yard has gone down, and that's me out of the game, but red is still in blue's base, and he's still getting attacked by at the bottom from green. But green is going to need to be careful, because you can see orange is pulling up. And yeah, I'm just giving him some warning here. And as you can see, because remember, green doesn't have any construction yard. And blue has gone out of the game. And there, Eric calls it a day, because he knows he doesn't have enough to defend, because even if he can get green's base, which he probably wouldn't have the number to do, then red would finish him off. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.